The Humane Society of Sedona is located on Shelby Drive in Sedona. Open daily from 10 to 4. They offer adoptable dogs, cats, and rabbits, too. This Humane Society will host up to 1,000 animals a year. Volunteers are always needed in local rescues and animal shelters. Ask to speak with the volunteer coordinator. Visit the Humane Society of Sedona online or in person for more information about adopting a new pet.
This is Divine. She is a 2-year-old heeler mix. She's very affectionate, very loving. She loves everybody she meets. She was housed with another dog here at the facility, and she did very well with them. We'd still ask that you bring your dog by to meet with her and see how they get along. She loves going for walks and hikes. She's still very active for her age. She can be a little shy and submissive at first, but once she gets to know you, she warms up and likes to be a lap dog. She's perfectly content running around and playing in the yard or just sitting around with you, hanging out. Once again, this is Divine. She's a 2-year-old heeler mix. This is Doris. She is a 7-year-old shepherd mix. She's very loving, very affectionate. She thinks she's a lap dog at times, so she likes to try and crawl on your lap. She loves to sit right there with you, get some attention. She also loves some walks and hikes. She's very active for her age. She likes to play ball, but she's not guaranteed to always bring it back. She does love chasing it, though. She'd be great in any type of home. She gets along with some dogs that we've introduced her to. Others, she's not too sure what they're about. So if you do have a dog, we always recommend bringing them down to meet her and see how they get along. We are running the senior special through November, so Doris's adoption is fee waived. Once again, this is Doris. She's a 7-year-old shepherd mix. This is Dino. He is a 2-year-old Staffordshire Terrier mix. He's very energetic, so he'd be great for a home with a big yard or an active family. Somebody to run and play with or go on long hikes or walks and just hang out with. He loves everybody he meets. He almost thinks he's a lap dog. He'll try and get up in your lap sometimes. We're trying to teach him that's not something to do, but if that's something you're looking for, he'd be a great companion for that. He's gotten along, like I said, with everybody that we've ever shown him to. Loves everybody, loves going out. Gets very excited when he sees his leash and harness and whenever it's walking time. Loves to play with his toys in his kennel. Once again, this is Dino. He's a 2-year-old Staffordshire Terrier mix. This is Tigger. He's a 4-year-old Staffordshire Terrier mix. He's very loving, a little bit of a leader, likes to snuggle up against you, likes to go out on walks, or run it out and play it in the yard. He's a little bit of a snuggler. He likes to lean up against you and get his love. He did come in the past with another dog, but we do recommend introductions. This is Tigger. He's a 4-year-old Staffordshire Terrier mix. This is Della. She's a 1.5-year-old retriever mix. She's very sweet, very loving. She's still got quite a bit of puppy play in her, so she loves to go outside on walks and hikes. She will chase balls, but there's no guarantee she'll bring them back. She might pick it up and run past you with it or run to it and ignore it completely. She's very sweet, very loving, loves everybody she meets. If you have any attention to give her or treats, she'll be your best friend. Once again, this is Della. She's a 1.5-year-old retriever lab mix. This is Bo. He is a 2-year-old Staffordshire Terrier mix. He's got a lot of energy to him, so he's going to need an energetic household, either one where he's got room to run or a good active family to keep him busy. It's very sweet, very loving, loves everybody. Still got some puppy tendencies, needs to learn a little bit of leash work, but aside from that, he picks up pretty quickly and has learned quite a bit since he's been here. Once again, this is Bo. He is a 2-year-old Staffordshire Terrier mix. This is Logan. He's a 4-year-old retriever mix. Very affectionate, very loving. Gets along with everybody he meets. He has a little bit of energy where he likes to run around and play, but he's also perfectly content sitting at home and just hanging out. He currently resides with one of the younger dogs downstairs that's about 1 year old, and he does just fine with her. They get along great. He's very indifferent to younger dogs if they pester him too much. He just cruises around, does his own thing. Likes to hang out and explore. He likes being outdoors, likes going on walks, so be a great companion for that. Once again, this is Logan. He's a 4-year-old retriever mix. An 8-year-old heeler mix. It's very loving, very friendly. If you're looking for a travel buddy, he's a great fit for that. Likes going on car rides. Loves to hang out with people. Gets along with most of the other dogs he's met with. He's good for a home with no cats or chickens or livestock of that sort. He's a little too friendly with them and likes to chase them around and give them a little bit of a scare. He is missing one eye. When he came in, he had an old injury in it, so the vets decided it would be best to remove it so there was no risk of infection. He's a little afraid of thunder and lightning, so probably a good idea to keep him indoors whenever there's a storm out. Once again, this is Sam. He's an 8-year-old heeler mix. This is Monty. He is a 3-year-old Staffordshire Terrier mix. He was transferred into us from another facility. It's very sweet, very loving. He is deaf, so requires a little bit extra attention, getting his attention, but he's very responsive. He seems to do quite well with other dogs around. He would probably be best suited for an only dog home. That way he gets the focus he needs and doesn't get too excited. He loves just about everybody that's ever met him. He's very loving, very affectionate. He likes to greet everybody. Once again, this is Monty. He's a 3-year-old Staffordshire Terrier mix. This is Bear. He's about 1.5 years old. He's a black shepherd mix. He was transferred into us from another facility. He's very affectionate, very sweet, loves everybody. He's still got some puppy left in him, so he loves to play, loves to hug and give attention. He gets quite excited when he goes on walks. He loves going for walks and hikes. He's not too big on the fetch thing. He's more people-oriented. But he does love to play tug. Once again, this is Bear. He's 1.5 years old, black shepherd.
After the break, we'll visit with more adoptable dogs and cats from the Humane Society of Sedona.
Verde Veterinary Hospital in Cottonwood is your full-service companion animal hospital and has achieved AAHA accreditation, reflecting total commitment to provide quality veterinary care throughout the life of your pet. Verde Vet provides comprehensive medical, surgical, and dental care and offers 24-hour emergency service and house calls. Heartworm testing, feline viral testing, and nail testing, all available without an appointment. Verde Veterinary Hospital.
This is Eloise. She's a 4-year-old, domestic long hair. She's very affectionate, very loving. She's currently housed with Margot. They lived together for a while. She's very outgoing and inquisitive. She likes to investigate, but she's also just as content sitting down and snuggling up with you. She's very much a lap kitty, so if you're looking for somebody that's going to hang out and want attention, she's a great fit. She isn't too needy, so she's not going to be constantly annoying you for it. She's perfectly content sunbathing on her own or finding her own activities to do. Once again, this is Eloise. She's a 4-year-old domestic long hair. This is Anna. She's a 6-month-old calico. She could be a little bit shy at first, but once she warms up to you, she's very affectionate. She was found as a stray with her brothers and sisters, so she doesn't seem to have had too much human interaction, but she's okay with it. She likes playing with her toys when she thinks nobody's looking around. She does run around and will hide for a little bit, but once She knows that you're okay. She comes out to greet you. Once again, this is Anna. She's a 6-month-old calico female. This is Kitty Kitty. She is a 9-year-old domestic shorthair. She's very affectionate, loves to explore and play despite her age. She gets around just fine. She's also perfectly content just sitting around the house with you. She likes to try and find the warm spots downstairs and sunbathe. She's a little cat picky. She does get along with some, but she's very specific on who she likes to play with. We are running an adoption special on senior dogs and cats for the month of November, so Kitty Kitty's adoption here is fee waived. Once again, this is Kitty Kitty. She's a 9-year-old domestic shorthair. This is Oso. He's a year and 3 months. He's kind of new here, so he's a little bit shy. He previously lived in a home with a guy and his younger children. He just didn't quite get along with the younger children, so he'd be a little bit better in a home with older kids. Can be a little bit skittish, doesn't like being chased around or suddenly grabbed, so he's very much an independent cat. Likes to hang out. He loves attention. He'll come right up to you and rub on your legs when he wants something. Once again, this is Oso. He's a year and 3-month-old domestic shorthair. This is Casper. He is a 6-year-old domestic shorthair. Very sweet cat, very loving. Loves people and loves his food, as you can tell. He is quite playful, actually, despite his size. He likes his ping pong balls and the toys with the bells in them. Just needs a little bit of activity. We currently have him on a diet, so should probably continue with that. He loves to cuddle up on the couch, of course, or hang out with you. Anything to do with people and getting attention, he's fine with that. Once again, this is Casper. He's a 6-year-old domestic shorthair. This is Toby. He is a 6-year-old domestic shorthair. He's very friendly, very affectionate. He's got quite a bit of spunk left in him. Even though he's 6 years old, he still likes to play, but he also likes to cuddle just as much. He came in with one other cat, so he's lived with another cat in his life. He loves people, likes to explore, likes to play, but he does like his quiet time as well. Once again, this is Toby. He is a 6-year-old domestic shorthair. This is Moose. He is about a year and 2 months. He is a domestic shorthair. He loves to play, loves to go and explore. He's very much a cat in that sense, but he also loves attention. He doesn't mind if you pick him up and give him a little pat down. He doesn't seem to be too fond of other kitties, so if you have another cat in the house, I would always recommend very slow introductions with him, just to make sure everything's going to go smoothly. Once again, this is Moose. He's about 1 year and 2 months. This is Jinx. She's a 3-year-old domestic shorthair. She's very sweet. She takes some time to get used to you. She takes a little warming up. She can be a little bit shy at first. She loves just about everybody she's met, so she does very well with all different people of different age groups. She came in with Mama, so she does get along with other cats pretty well. She's very laid back, likes to just sit down and get some attention or relax in the sun by herself. Once again, this is Jinx. She's a 3-year-old domestic shorthair. This is Haley. She is a 3-year-old domestic shorthair. She's very affectionate, loves people, loves being around anybody she meets. She likes to jump up and talk to you and get some attention. She also loves to play with her toy mice and pipe cleaners. She loves everybody she's met. She did live with other kitties, so she gets along pretty well with most other kitties. We haven't found any that she doesn't like yet. We always recommend a slow introduction, though, since they will be going to a new environment, so it might be a little bit different for them. She definitely loves people, loves to hang out. She's very curious, so she likes to explore a little bit, but not get herself into any trouble. Once again, this is Haley. She's a 3-year-old domestic shorthair. This is Pumpkin. He's a 6-year-old gray tabby. He's very friendly, very affectionate. He's really laid back, likes to just hang out and get some attention. He's also perfectly content hanging out by himself. Doesn't mind kids either, as long as they're not too rambunctious. He might try and run and hide if they are, but he loves everybody as long as they're willing to give him some loving and attention. Once again, this is Pumpkin. He's a 6-year-old gray tabby. This is Margot. She's a 4-year-old domestic longhair. She's pretty laid back, very mellow. She likes to just kind of hang around the house and get some attention. She's a little bit shy and leery at first, but once she gets to know you, she's very affectionate. She'll come up to you and ask you for some attention or just crawl up into your lap if she can. She loves people. She's currently roomed with another kitty that came in with her, so she has lived with other cats. She's just very laid back, very mellow. Likes to get some attention, but isn't too needy. Once again, this is Margot. She's a 4-year-old domestic longhair.
Verde Veterinary Hospital in Cottonwood is your full-service companion animal hospital and has achieved AAHA accreditation, reflecting total commitment to provide quality veterinary care throughout the life of your pet. Verde Vet provides comprehensive medical, surgical, and dental care and offers 24-hour emergency service and house calls. Heartworm testing, feline viral testing, and nail testing, all available without an appointment. Verde Veterinary Hospital.
The Verde Valley Humane Society is located on Mingus Avenue in Cottonwood, open Tuesday through Saturday from 10 to 5. They offer many adoptable dogs and cats. Volunteers are always needed in local rescues and animal shelters. Ask to speak with the volunteer coordinator. Visit the Verde Valley Humane Society online or in person for more information about adopting a new pet.
This is Cisco. He's a 3-year-old male Staffordshire Terrier, and he's really sweet. He's energetic, but he's sweet, and he loves to be scratched. And he's just a really, really, really good boy. He loves attention. Yes, I know. He loves attention, and he would love for you to come visit him today and pay him some attention, and maybe take him home. So again, this is Cisco, and he's a 3-year-old male Staffordshire Terrier.
This beautiful guy here is Griffin. Griffin is an American Bulldog. He is very, very powerful, very, very excitable, and very, very friendly. Yes, he's a good boy. He doesn't like to sit still very much, but he is affectionate. He gives you kisses, and he really loves to go out and run, and get all kinds of exercise. Yeah, he's a player. He's an absolute player. So, anyway, surprisingly enough, when you get him on the path, he doesn't really pull that much. He's a pretty good walker. He's kind of ambivalent toward other dogs. He doesn't, I wouldn't say he's overly friendly, but he's not aggressive either. And when you get him out, he doesn't pull as much as you might expect. But he is extremely active. So if you're going to be interested in him, you're going to have to be a family or an individual that gets out a lot, does a lot of walking. You're probably going to need to have a fenced yard where he can run around in, and it's going to probably have to be a pretty tall fence because he's a big guy and he's pretty strong. My guess is he can jump pretty high if he decides he wants to do it. And also when you meet him, be prepared because he's going to want to show you how much he loves you and jump up on you and give you a nice warm welcome. So if you don't think you can hold your ground with him, you're probably not the right person because he'll knock you over for sure. But anyway, 2-year-old American Bulldog, friendly as can be. Give me a kiss. I want a kiss. Kiss, yeah. This is Griffin.
This is Ellie Mae. She is a 3-year-old Rottie Shepherd mix, female. She's very, very, very sweet. She just loves to cuddle up and get lots of pets and kisses, and she's just a really, really friendly dog. And she's an easy walker, and she would make a perfect addition to your family. So please come visit her today. Again, this is Ellie Mae, and she is a 3-year-old Shepherd Rottie mix female.
This beautiful girl here is Gracie. She's a tricolor, a little black, a little brown, a little white, and she's a hound mix. If you had any questions about being a hound, here you go, 4-foot long ears. She's a typical hound too. She's a very big hunter. She gets out on the trail on her walks and she's doing all kinds of sniffing. The nose is to the ground and she's back and forth. But she doesn't really pull. She's really kind of an easy walk. I enjoy taking her out. And she's really a sweetheart. She's just absolutely fits her name. She's just, when people talk about Gracie, I get this image of this real sweet, you know, demure kind of a girl, and that's exactly what she is. She is just an absolute sweetheart. She loves human attention. She loves to be near people, and she's a little bit timid, you know, but not so much. I mean, I think the first time you meet her, until she gets to know that you're going to be okay, she's a little bit shy. But once you get her on her leash and get her on her walk, she just warms right up to you. And one of the things I like about her, she's very engaging. A lot of the dogs we have here, you know, they don't look at you. You know, they just go get them out on the path, and they're just back and forth, and they could care less whether you're even there. She keeps looking back at you, kind of make sure everything okay with you back there, you know, I'm doing fine up here, how are you doing back there? So she's just a real sweetheart, a real lover, very, very sweet girl. Surprisingly for a hound, she's not a huge barker. A lot of the hounds just bark and bay all the time, and I don't see that in her. She's really not a real vocal kind of a dog. Now, she is a hound and she'll do a little bit of that, but no more than any other dog does. So that should not be a big concern for you, and you know, in case you're living in an apartment or something. But what is a concern is she is active. She's going to need to get out, get her exercise and stuff. Let her do her hunting thing, and if you do that, I think you're going to have just an absolute wonderful girl here. And again, she's Gracie, 2-year-old female hound mix. Very, very good girl. Big ears. This beautiful guy here is Ray. Ray's a 3-year-old pit bull mix, just an absolute lover, kind of excitable. It's hard to get him to stay in one place for any period of time, but he's real good on his walks. He pulls a little bit from time to time, and if he sees a rabbit, he's going to want to go get that. But as you can see right now, he's a real lover, really likes people, and I think he'd get along in almost any environment. He's not real good with other dogs. I think it'd be one of those situations where you got to try it out and see what happens. I don't think it's out of the question for him, but you know, he's not one that just runs up and wants to play with them. He wants to check them out and see if they're going to be a friend or a foe, and so you'd have to look with that. He's going to, as I said, he's a high energy guy. He's going to need a yard with a fence or somebody that's very active, and you're also going to have to be able to keep him under control. As you guys can see, he's not exactly one that's going to sit and be very calm for you. And when you do take him on the walks, if he wants to go after something, he's a pretty strong guy. So you're going to have someone that can control him. I think he'd get along with kids, not younger kids maybe, because again, his activity level, he's going to jump on them and he's going to knock them over and stuff. So you're going to have you know, maybe someone in their early teens or you know, 10 years old or something. But anything under 6 or 7, I think you'd have a problem with him. But all in all, he's a real good guy, I think he's going to make a wonderful pet for somebody. He's been here for a while. When we found him, he was found on the side of a road. He was absolutely emaciated. There was just nothing but skin and bones left on him. So he'd been out there for a while living on his own. And as you can see right now, he's just absolutely beautiful. Back to full strength and, you know, good meat on his bones here. And so he came along real well. He's a survivor. And anyway, that's my buddy Ray. Real good boy.
This is Puff. She's an 8-year-old heeler mix female. She would do best as an only dog, but she's very, very, very sweet with people, and she is a little shy at first, but once she warms up to you, she is a great companion. So again, visit Puff today. She is an 8-year-old heeler mix female. This is Callisto. He is a 1-year-old male pit mix. He is a loving boy, and he would do best as a city dog because he lived on a farm for a little while and didn't really care for it too much. And he's also a bit shy when you first meet him. So he would do better in a home preferably with no kids. But he's very loving and he gives kisses, and he would love to be part of your family. So come visit Callisto. He is a male 1-year-old pit mix.
This beautiful guy here is Peace. Peace is somewhere between a 1 and a 2-year-old. We got him listed as a 2-year-old, but I'm thinking he's still kind of filling out and stuff, so he might be younger than that. So we'll say 1 to 2 years old. He's a really, really good guy. He tends to be a little shy at first. But it takes about 30 seconds once you get a hand on him and you pet him. Then he says, "Okay, you're fine. We'll deal with you now. You're okay." He pulls a little bit on his walks, and he is highly active. We're working on him, trying to get him to the point where he doesn't jump on you quite as much, trying to love you. Yeah. But he's going to come along pretty quick. He's a smart dog, as most German Shepherds are. And he was found wandering out in Cornville area there by Beaver Flats, so he came a long way to end up here with us. But he's just a wonderful guy, and like I say, he's young, very trainable yet, got a great personality to him. He's an absolute lover. Your biggest problem with him is probably going to keep him from jumping on you, because that's what we're working with, and he likes to kind of come out at you in a bounding jump, and sometimes with a big dog like this, that can be a little problematic. But he's just doing it because he loves you, and he loves everybody that he meets, and that's about it for him. Pretty good guy. Don't know much about him with other dogs yet, so that's something we'll have to, test out if you have another pet, see how he does with other dogs. But he's just absolutely wonderful around people, and I think he's going to be a great pet for somebody. Again, his name is Peace, and he's a 2-year-old, 1 to 2-year-old German Shepherd mix.
This is Copper. He's a 2-year-old Basset Hound mix male, and he's very sweet. He loves to cuddle and he loves to give kisses. He doesn't really get along too well with other dogs, and he's a one-person kind of dog. So if you're looking for that companion that is just going to be your only pet and your only lap dog, he's great at being a lap dog. So he'd be the perfect dog for you. He's also kind of shy at first, but once he gets to know you, he warms up, and he's just a really big sweetheart. So come see Copper today. He is a Basset Hound mix, 2 years old, male.
This pretty guy here is Bungie. Bungie's a 2-year-old boxer mix. As you see, he's kind of brindle and white and got a little black on his snout there. But overall, he's just a real good guy. He's very friendly. He likes to play. Seems to get along with most other dogs. Very easy to walk. Kind of walks right along with you. Although he's got a lot of power to him, he's not a puller at all. So far, just had some surgery, so we might, maybe after he gets a little bit feistier, we might find a little difference. But as it stands today, he's really, really good. I think he'd be good in just about any kind of a situation with people. He's got a very, very good disposition to him, very playful. He's just, can't think of anything bad to say about him. He's just a real good guy. We haven't been around each other very long. So he's going to need some training. Got to work on some sit commands and some stay commands with him. But he may have some of that, and once he gets used to it, it might all come back to him. But overall, just a fine dog, and I think you make a wonderful pet for just about any home. And that's Bungie, 2-year-old boxer mix.
This is Kachina. She's a 2-year-old female Staffordshire Terrier. She's very sweet and loving and affectionate, but she's also very shy, so she takes a while to warm up to people, but then once she does, she's great. She's good on a leash, and she's kind of independent. She likes doing her own thing, but she's really sweet, and she would love for you to come visit her today. So again, this is Kachina, and she is a 2-year-old Staffordshire Terrier female. This is Arnez. He is a 2-year-old male heeler mix. He's really sweet and loves to climb in your lap, and he's just a very good dog. And he loves other dogs. He likes to play with them. Again, this is Arnez, and he is a 2-year-old male heeler mix.
This is Chaz. Chaz is a really good guy. He's a 2-year-old heeler mix. You can see by his coloring, he's got a very pretty color to him, a little brown, little white, a little speckled and mixed in there. Chaz is a very active little guy. He likes to get out on his walks and covers a lot of ground when he's out there, from one side of the path to the other side of the path. Always looking for something to hurt or to chase or to do something with. We saw a rabbit a couple weeks ago, and every time we pass that spot, he wants to get off the path and go where that rabbit was. So he doesn't forget very easily. He remembers that guy was there, and he wants to get back and to find him again. He pulls a little bit on his walks. He's anxious to get down the trail, anxious to see what's next. He gets along pretty good with other dogs. I don't think he'd get along very well with cats. He's going to need someone that's got an active lifestyle because he's got a high level of energy, and My guess is if he was left alone for long periods of time or didn't get his exercise, he wouldn't be a happy fella. He wouldn't be happy. He needs to have lots of attention and lots of loving, and that's going to be the formula for having a good life with this guy. But overall, just a real sweetheart, real good dog, and is going to make someone a very, very happy pet.
This is Danny. He's a Lab Staffy mix, and he's a year old, and he's a male. He's very sweet. He's a little shy, so he's going to need an easy, calm home, loving home. But he's a really good boy. He gives kisses, and he's very friendly. So he would love for you to come visit him. Again, this is Danny, and he is a Lab Staffy mix, 1-year-old male.
This beautiful guy here is Stetson. Stetson's a 1-year-old Staffordshire Terrier pit mix, whatever you want to kind of call him. He's got a really sweet personality to him, though. He's a lot calmer than a lot of dogs you're going to meet. He's pretty easygoing with everything. We believe he's housebroken. He has the cleanest cage in the kennel, so we're pretty sure that somebody spent some time housebreaking him. He knows his basic commands like sit and lay and things like that. The only problem is if you get him to lay, the next move he has is to roll over on his back, and then you have to scratch his tummy. And that's kind of automatic. There's not much you can do to stop that. So it's all kind of a sit, lay, roll over kind of thing for him. That's the basic routine that he's got. He loves to give kisses. He will chase a ball, and he'll kind of grab it and bring it back for a little bit, but it's not his thing. It's kind of like, I don't know if I want to play ball or not. I'd rather sit and get attention from my humans. So he's not a great player at this particular point, but he makes up for it in so many other ways. Like I say, he's just an absolute sweetheart. As you can see right now, I have no tension on the leash whatsoever. He's sitting right here just saying, okay, I guess I'm supposed to sit here while you guys take pictures of me. Anyway, beautiful guy, loves to give kisses. Can I get a kiss? Hey, can I get a kiss? Thank you. Okay, so there's our kisses. And again, a 1-year-old Staffy mix, Stetson, just a wonderful, calm dog, easy to walk, and just absolutely easy to love.
After the break, we'll visit with more adoptable dogs and cats from the Adopt for Life Center for Animals.
Verde Veterinary Hospital in Cottonwood is your full-service companion animal hospital and has achieved AAHA accreditation, reflecting total commitment to provide quality veterinary care throughout the life of your pet. Verde Vet provides comprehensive medical, surgical, and dental care and offers 24-hour emergency service and house calls. Heartworm testing, feline viral testing, and nail testing, all available without an appointment. Verde Veterinary Hospital.
a tabby. She's 1 year old. She prefers to cuddle, and she also prefers to climb. She's not much of a player, but she definitely is a very good lap cat. This is Lainey. She is 1 year old. She is a female tabby. This is Delicia. She is 2 years old. She is loving, very playful and active. Her favorite toy in the world are balls that have bells in them. Anything that makes a sound, she is willing to go after and play with. Again, her name is Delicia. She is 2 years old. This is Tula. She's a 3-year-old tuxedo. She's a very sweet girl, and she loves to play with balls that have bells in them. Again, her name is Tula. She's 3 years old. She's a tuxedo and a very sweet girl and loves to play with balls. So please come visit her today. This is Grapevine. He is 4 years old. He's an orange tabby. He's a very, very sweet cat. His favorite toy is a laser pointer. He loves to climb and explore as well. Again, this is Grapevine. He's 4 years old. He's a sweet cat. He loves to climb, explore, and his favorite toy is a laser pointer. So please come visit him today. This is Ritz. He is 15 weeks. He is a red flame point Siamese. He's very shy, but he's a very good talker. So if you can please come visit Ritz today. He is again a red flame point Siamese. He's a little skittish, but very sweet. This is Digby. He is 7 months. He is a dark tabby. He is very sweet, but also loves to play. A little timid at first, but once he meets you, he warms up really quickly. Again, this is Digby. He is 7 months old. He's a dark tabby. He's very sweet and playful. So please come visit him today. This is Caden. He's a cream tabby. He's 8 months old. He loves to be snuggled and he loves to play. He's a very, very, very sweet boy. He's a little unsure with new people, but once he gets to be around them, he definitely comes around, and he is a great cat. Again, his name is Caden. He's a cream tabby, and he's 8 months old. He loves to snuggle and he loves to play. So please come and visit him. This is Pinky. She's a calico. She's 3 years old. She is very sweet and calm. She's a lab cat. So anyone who wants a cat who's just willing to sit in your lap and purr, Pinky is great for that. So if you may please come visit Pinky today. She's a calico and she's 3 years old. This is Clarice. She's a tortoiseshell. She is 3 years old. She also enjoys climbing. And she is a sweetheart. She loves balls that are soft and have feathers attached to them. Again, her name is Clarice. She's a tortoiseshell. This is Delilah. She's 2 years old. She's a Russian blue. She is calm and docile, but very kind and loves to be petted. She doesn't really have a favorite toy that I've noticed. Not very playful, but again, her name is Delilah. She's 2 years old. She's a Russian blue, and she's very sweet, kind, and loving. This is Whiskers. He's 6 months old. He's a black tabby mix. He is very playful. He loves to play with bright colored toys, balls with bells. But he also enjoys being petted and talked to. Again, this is Whiskers. He's 7 months old. He enjoys playing with bright colored toys, balls with bells. But he also enjoys being petted and talked to. So please come visit Whiskers today.
All animals leaving the Verde Valley Humane Society are given rabies vaccinations and are spayed or neutered. If the animal is not old enough, vouchers will be given to the adopted family. Visit the Verde Valley Humane Society on Mingus Avenue in Cottonwood to visit with any of the animals seen on this program. More pets are waiting for new homes at the Verde Valley Humane Society.